a leader. Who you know in the Zephyr? Been through the trenches, gutter fields and stenches. Gone ball, they filling up the benches. Half-court shooter, spitting from the medulla. Life for the game, they talking like I'm the doula. Nobody want a doula, defend the throne. I'm a dog in the zone and your man's is bones. I don't fear the stones, I flash the paws. Don't be talking to me crazy with no glass jaw. A spit of light saliva, you can never survive her. Streets got a code or couldn't decipher. Watch the way you talk when you talking to me. And if you didn't know, it's the NEC. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. If you don't love me, you must hate yourself. Either way you play with me, you gon' play yourself. Don't be stupid, decide that I'm the same. A new rover and they still ain't got the range. Can't even hang with, doing big things, but the fame ain't changed. Trying to maintain, but your chain can't blame. On a new plane, but your main can't tame this. Same dame, but the rock got bigger. Might buy the drop top, got more figures. Pull up in the lot, still block pop. The posse can spot. Come and go, but I still check. Now I ain't saying I'm the best, I'm just saying that you're not. I got it all, baby, give it everything you got. And arrogant. Sitting in the booth, I ain't even gotta lie, cause you know that I'm the truth. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever.
There's a girl in my backyard. I can run fast but won't get far. My mom thinks that I'm an animal. I'm just looking for the antidote. There's a British girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so mean. Burn my body like it's flammable. Girl, I'm still a fan of you. Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Your sensation, my fixation. Just tell me that it's tangible. Hey, hey, baby, I'm a fan of you. Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation is my fixation.
Say don't play with me, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you way too young for marriage. I've been here before, I know exactly how it goes. Yeah, now I got you packing up your clothes. You can hit me up and let me know exactly when you close. I'm her favorite, says she need a. She wanna all day.
Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Your sensation, my fixation. Just tell me that it's tangible. Hey, hey, baby, I'm a fan of you. Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation is my fixation. I can
Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I could truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You were always switching up your whole position. I could see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget, we on mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget, we on mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen.
Here in the north, the Yaller horn is about to sound and send 2 teams to battle here at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Will Riker to kick off for the Vikings.
Will Reichert has it all teed up. And we're off from US Bank Stadium. Here's a return from the 7. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Throwing to start this game. Hits his running back. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 46. Completed over the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. That's good for 7 yards. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll throw on first. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they had that one contained right at the line. Dax Hill up for the stop.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Still sticking with the passing game. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Caleb Farley has it. And the Vikings will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They're out and set. First and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. McCarthy starting off with a throw. Has it downfield working the left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. They'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence. No gain there that time, and it's second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They send the tight end in motion. Second and 10 now. He puts some air under it deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. One after try good by Reichert. And the Vikings take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And in great shape after that return. He's across the 35 before going out. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's got a man left. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Walker now from the gun. Open space inside the 40. That one goes for 25 yards. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the second level and beyond.
The drive picks up here. First and 10. Back to throw now. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he's going to be marked down a yard shy of that marker.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Out of of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal.
You love a huddle. Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there, and he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Throwing from the gun. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Now looking to throw. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. This return makes it up to the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here he goes on the bootleg. Pass is caught. It's T.J. Hawkinson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're looking at 1st down here. McCarthy operating from the pistol. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And he's down inside the 35 before going out. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
They're now set for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Motioning one of the tight ends. They'll run now on 2nd down. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Another carry for him. And again, they stall him out at the line. He couldn't get it.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. They give it to him again. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 2nd quarter lead. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense. And that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Here's 2nd and 2. It is caught left side. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Throwing now from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, they'll look for them.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Returnable from the 2. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
First and 10, here's McCarthy. Finds him over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They'll come up first and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Back to the well again. And he's able to push this down to the 12. 9 yards to pick up there, and they only need 3 more now on third down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back-to-back carries here. And he drives this forward to the 6. Gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost. He busts those tackles.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. There's a give, left side. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. Now Seattle going to call its second timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. McCarthy with a blitz coming. Touchdown, Minnesota! So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Reichard there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. He's stopped on the return at the 27.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. throwing with a blitz on the way. Trying for the deep ball. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Throwing from the gun here. They connect on the deep shot. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line.
First down, Seahawks.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He completes it in traffic. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped.
You know, Kay, that is the epitome of trust right there. Right, when the ball is let out of his hands, I think everybody on the sidelines in the stadium went, because he threw it in double coverage. And you may question the decision, but it's tough to challenge it when it produces results like that.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll be touched down after a big play. One final shot before halftime. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks earn the chance to tie it before halftime. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks tie this game at 21. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. This return starts at the 5. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And this drive will start inside the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. And he makes the house goal. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Thrown at the depth line. Playing coverage partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Return starts from the goal line. Returnable from near the end zone. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Micah McFadden able to make the play.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. As that'll leave. Two to use the rest of the way. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 21. Off his back foot, hurling this deep. Trying an option play, headed left. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Dropping back to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Intended target there was Jackson Smith and Jigba. They're left with 4th down here.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And it's going to be Vikings football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. Rolling left, buying some time. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st down, ball at the 36. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he gets his offense forward to the 44-yard line. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
From the 44 here on 2nd down. That one's caught along the left sideline. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 3rd quarter lead. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find Payton.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Another try following the sack. Pass him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? He's going to throw this one. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Nearly an interception on that play. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be their football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Builds up this one off to his running back, complete. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Penalty not helping their cause for this 3rd down. McCarthy looking to throw. Short. Oh, he lost the football. And the Seahawks pick it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Hey, a normal old stop on 3rd down just wasn't good enough for this crew. Nope, they had to rip the ball away from them literally in an impressive and dominant play that sets their offense up for success.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. Has it down close. Touchdown, Seattle. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks tie this game 35 apiece. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Return starts at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. McCarthy operating from the pistol. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Love.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31. Back now, pressure on its way. Pass complete to Walker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or dude shredding a defense just like that.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. From the red zone now. The back grabs it. He's in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a lead just before the end of the third. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. This our last play of the quarter. Here's a give up the middle. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Vikings football. They're down but not out on the scoreboard. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running this one left. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Hopkinson reels it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Seahawks get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice. It doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. They're throwing it. Throwing the out route complete. Keeps it moving. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
At their own 23-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's 2nd down coming up. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Taking a deep shot here. That's complete inside the 35. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings now within 1 score in the 4th. Now, I know that's one of his favorite routes to run, Brock, but that has got to be one of a quarterback's favorite throws to make as well, right? Drop it in over the defender and take the lid off the D for 6.
Because it is so simple. It's something that these two have done and thrown together for years and years. Maybe not to each other, but since Pop Warner. They've been running the go route. Just run right by him, and if you're even, you're leaving, and I'm going to drop it right over the top.
Bill Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. The power squib kick is taken in. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. It's an option right that begins this drive. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. The linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
This is Walker on 2nd. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. 3 yards almost gets him back to even, but it's going to be 3rd and 11 now. Looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. Here's a throw. Walker hauls it in. he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
From the 40 on second down. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
On third down, Walker. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Now the Vikings use their third and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a two-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
They crush him right along the 20. That is where their offense is going to take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And a man is there to knock that away.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense in the hurry up here.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up
Here he is on third and long. And they get to him again. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings gotta score in a hurry. Well, best of luck here. It's fourth and a considerable distance. Now to throw. That's incomplete on fourth down, and they'll turn over possession.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback? This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock. But the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless.